It is the most important vehicle in Ford's lineup, the new Ford F150. It's the best-selling vehicle in North America. It's the best-selling truck in North America. And for 2021, it comes in a hybrid, or as Ford like to call it, a power boost. Now, this vehicle can power 28 refrigerators from its onboard generator. Mike is at the Ford headquarters in Dearborn, Michigan. Mike, what can we expect from the 2021 Ford F150?
Well, thanks guys. We are here in Dearborn, Michigan on special assignment at Ford's global headquarters, and we are test driving the all-new 2021 Ford F150. The ultimate question: how do you take America's best-selling truck of all time and make it even better? We're going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at what makes this America's favorite truck.
The F-150 Power Boost is the first mass-produced hybrid pickup truck that you can buy in North America, another first for Ford, and although it's a hybrid and arguably the most important F-150 on the market right now, it's just one of 6 powertrains that Ford offers.
The oily parts are a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, and it is mated to a hybrid electric motor outputting 430 horsepower with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Truck owners are all about the numbers, and thus Power Boost does not disappoint. It can take a payload of just over 3,000 pounds and tow 12,000 pounds. And to truly put the F-150 to the test, you have to get behind the wheel and drive it. So with that 3.5-liter, 430 horsepower Power Boost motor under the hood, it's mated with a 10-speed automatic transmission. That means one thing: when you hammer it down, this truck goes.
Now, this has 9.4 inches of ground clearance, which is very cool. So you can do anything from very mild off-roading to some severe off-roading as well. Of course, four-wheel drive, you'd expect that in any kind of pickup that was worth its weight. And then you can also get a lot of information from the display. Because this is a hybrid, you can go into EV only mode. I'm going pretty slowly because I want you to sort of get the impression. I'm actually traveling in electric mode only right now. Silent running. It's very strange. You could sort of do that under 20 miles an hour. I'm sort of going 15 miles an hour right now, which is very strange. You speed up a bit, it'll turn on the gas engine as well. It has drive modes. You just push the drive mode button and you can go through the different drive modes from eco, trailer. You can use the normal mode through to slippery in case you're getting some inclement weather. You can go through snow and sand and then into mud and ruts as well, just depending on what you ever want. But it also has a sport mode, and of course everybody likes sport mode because it dials up the engine. The cool thing about the sport mode in this, when you combine an electric motor along with a gas engine and you have sport mode, it really means you turn your truck into quite a performer. You just put your foot down and this vehicle, you suddenly turn what was a second ago an electric vehicle into a huge, great performer. So this has breadth of capability like no other truck I've ever driven.
Up front on the F-150, you're going to see a bold front grille. It's new for this year, and you got these new LED lights that I really like because they're a lot bigger and they're pronounced, so they give you great visibility when driving. Not to mention you have sensors and cameras up here for all the cool technology that's on the inside. Ford played it safe with the redesign of the 14th generation of the F-150. It looks very much the same as the previous generation, and I always say if it isn't broke, don't fix it. It looks like an F-150, and for us, that is a good thing. And one of my favorite features on the exterior of the all-new F-150 is actually right here. It's the drop-down step. I love this feature on the side of the truck. So the step will drop down to make it easy to get inside, and then it'll simply slide itself back up after you shut the door. Ford does not offer air suspension, only fixed suspension. And one of the key features being talked about with the new F-150 is actually here in the back of the truck, and it starts with the tailgate. So they've given you a complete workstation with a nice flat and flush rear deck lid with measuring tape. So if you want to cut wood and measure it, you have the ability to do all of that right here on the back. But this is the biggest news right here. It's called Pro Power Onboard. No other truck maker is doing it. What is it? It's actually a mobile generator in the back of the truck, and there are 3 different powering outlets for it. You have a 2 kilowatt, a 2.4 kilowatt, and a 7.2, and that's massive kilowatt system on the back of this. So if you want to power your work site or you want to power your campsite, you have it here in the back of the F-150.
And much of the battle with pickup trucks now is on the inside to give people more of a luxury feel. No longer are people buying these just as work vehicles, they're buying them as a complete family vehicle. And so even people like Chevrolet are taking their trucks back and redesigning their interiors a year early because Ford and Ram interiors are so much better. But Ford have got the new interior of the F-150 absolutely right. And here is some of the features that make it an absolute winner. It has the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, 12-inch horizontal display. I like it better than Ram's, which is up and down. It has the Sync Ford system, Ford Pass, where you can control your vehicle from your cell phone. Fold down middle table. You can put the gear shifter down and fold down a middle table. It also has a panoramic sunroof as an option, which is really, really nice. Love that feature in the vehicle. It has a 1080 watt 18 speaker sound system, 180-degree reclining seats, so on the job site you can rest between jobs. It also has lockable storage in the back seats and 43.6 inches of legroom in the rear of the vehicle, which is actually more than the front of the vehicle.
Well guys, I gotta be honest with you, the new F-150 was actually more than I thought it was gonna be, especially with that Pro Power onboard mobile generator system on this truck. It's something that nobody else in the market has. Now let's talk about price. Starting with the F-150 XL, you're gonna be looking at about $29,000, but with a variety of different models to choose from, you can top it out with the Platinum Edition right around $72,000. They're available and arriving at dealerships nationwide right now.
Pretty easy to see that the F-150 is a big winner. That is Mike Caudill, and I'm Nick Miles.